We're standing here in the middle of the Boulder Creek Critical Zone Observatory. Our observatory is built around trying to understand the architecture of the critical zone, the structure of the subsurface and the landscape that's formed. And this is a perfect place to work on that. We have a whole series of natural experiments that have been conducted for us by the landscape. And I can see from where I'm standing, I can see the plains, the Great Plains. I can see the rise to the Front Range, the crystalline rocks of the Front Range. And then I can follow this surface that goes behind me that's relatively low relief and rolling. It's carved by and cut by canyons like Boulder Canyon. And then you can see all the way up to the Continental Divide, where we have had glaciers in the past. Here within this very short distance, about 50 kilometers from the plains up to the Continental Divide, we have a whole series of different erosion regimes that have created the landscape that we see. Up here in the headwaters, there were glaciers there. Just 12,000 years ago, there were bodies of ice that carved the valleys and exposed the rock. Down to my side here is Boulder Canyon, where the river has been also slicing down, and instead of creating a U-shaped valley like in the glacial headwaters, we get very narrow, deep notches carved by the rivers, the canyon itself. And in between those two very effective erosion agents, we have a landscape that's been evolving quite slowly. Here the rock has to be weathered and then transported downslope by slow processes. You can think of this whole area, the hill slopes, as being in motion slowly down towards the creek where the river water will carry the sediment away. So we have three different kinds of regimes here that we are focusing on. We have the area where there were glaciers active during the Pleistocene. We have the area where the canyons have been carved by rivers, and then we have this region of hill slopes where weathering and hill slope transport processes have shaped the landscapes.